everybody, welcome to round 2. And yeah, this looks good. I think I am going to use the traverse on turn 1 though. Make sure I get that third land, especially I need a second green source. And then our hand is just filled with playables. Let's see what our opponent does though. Oh boy. This is a mirror match? Kind of. So they're looks like they're on the energy build. I didn't draw the land, so I do think it's correct to go ahead and traverse for another forest. If I have to take a turn off to play a fatal push, oh, hold on. Sultai Marvel, alright. Maybe? Interesting. I'm gonna kill this. Leave up Cycling Dissenter's Deliverance. Sure. This is interesting. I don't think I've seen this yet. Like, I think it's probably Sultai Marvel. Oh, man. Well, I'm gonna play the Walking Ballista and kill that thing. Do I want to cycle Deliverance, though? Is the question. If he's on Marvel, it's very, very bad to cycle the Deliverance. I think I'm okay waiting one more turn, especially because I'm gonna play Ballista for 1, and I drew a land, so I'm not unhappy with it. For anybody who has played against Glint Sleeve Siphoner, the thing needs to die right away, as fast as possible, or else it gets out of hand. And you'll notice now that I do have Delirium, so I do have Grimflare is online. And here comes a Marvel. Okay, good. I made the right call. We just need to fade the Ulamog. If we fade the Ulamog for one turn, we should be good. Okay, sweet. So this turn, seems pretty obvious. I'm gonna lay down the Grimflare and kill the Marvel. Alright. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. Not anymore. I don't feel very good anymore. Really wanted. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Sure. Well. Interesting. See, I really don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to play both. The difference is, do I tick down Nissa or tick up Nissa? That's what I'm debating here. I'm essentially going to fog an attack if I down tick. He'll get in with the Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Actually, no, you know what? I think it's correct to tick up. Against an unknown hand, I think it's correct to tick up. Because what'll happen is he can't actually attack with the Siphoner like this, because then I just double block and his Siphoner dies. And then if he just attacks with Rogue Refiner, I chump block with the plant. So I do get to keep Nissa around. Hopefully stall out enough so I can draw into some... This is all, like, assuming he doesn't have anything. I've never seen Sultai Marvel with main deck Glint Sleeve Siphoners. Yeah, he's got the Fatal Push. Oh, man, oh man, oh man. He's really had all the answers. Are they both going at Nissa? Yeah. I think I do want to keep Nissa around, though. At least for... Oh my goodness, really? What am I doing? I need to kill this thing. So he's down to 1 card in hand. Nissa is going to die this turn. Sure. I'll take 2 damage. I might need this plant. If I draw Verter, Gear Hulk, this plant could be good. Alright. I think I'm okay taking 3 damage from it, especially because I'm just not drawing anything. I'm okay. Oh, he's gonna fire up Glimmering Falls. Alright. That's fair. I think it's more correct here to chump block 3 damage and take 8 here instead of 6 to get rid of a Rogue Refiner. Alright. I mean, it's not like, this isn't spectacular. Like, if he wants, he can still put the pressure on. I go to, oh boy, of course. Really can't fade a single draw step, can I? Sure. Alright. Don't really have a choice. I gotta play what I can. Did you find Ulamog? Holy crap. Well, it was a beating. So he has Siphoners and Servants. That is enough for me to keep in Fatal Pushes. I do like these 6 for sure, though. This deck does run Liliana, so I'm okay bringing in the 2 of the Slaughter. Cletus isn't that great. Maybe I cut some number of Fatal Pushes. I'll cut 2 Fatal Pushes. Cut 1 Nissa. Definitely cut 1 Walking Ballista. And cut a Liliana. One more cut. Yeah, maybe a second Ballista's fine. It might seem weird cutting the Ballistas because they have Siphoners, but keeping in mind I did leave in Fatal Push, and we also still have 1 Liliana as well. So, like, our entire deck can't be dedicated to beating 1 card. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and keep this. Play swap, and we're gonna lead on Grimflare. They have the Attune. They always have the Attune. Yeah, sounds about right. Dissenters is nice. Why am I stopped in my draw step? Alright. Did I accidentally click that at some point? Oh. What? What is this? I'm gonna get Liliana down. Then next turn I'll fire off. I'll try and put a land on top. I'd like to have an untapped land on top and Delirium. But, oh boy. Well, I gotta bin these. The question is, do I want to keep Dispossess on top? Is it worth it, is the question. I don't think it is because we have Transgress in hand, as well as Dissenter's Deliverance. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bin it. It might have been wrong, but I'd really like to hit an untapped source here, so I can play Grimflayer and Transgress next turn. Yep. Oh. Unfortunate. I'm definitely gonna fire off Transgress. I might cycle. Yeah. Interesting. So he has the Siphoner in hand. If he wants to play something next turn, that's fine. He can play Siphoner or Marvel, and I can answer both. Although he'll probably play... Yeah, that's dumb. I gotta take the Marvel. Which means that I think I can cycle this end of turn. Will that give me Delirium? It won't. You know what I can do to get Delirium, though? This might seem weird, but I'm going to do this and see if he takes the bait. Oh, he's a bad Magic player. Okay, so with this instant in the yard, we're going to get Delirium. We draw another Grimflayer, which is nice. We get to set up our library. He can't touch Nissa anymore. He's going to drop a either Tireless Tracker or the Glintsleeve Siphoner next turn. He's most likely going to do the Tireless Tracker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Hissing Quagmire in the yard. Hit okay, and then I'll put the Fatal Push on top first. And so I want to draw Never next turn. So I'm going to put on top first, and then I'm going to draw Never so I can kill the tracker that he's about to play. And then next turn, I can kill the Siphoner. Damn, he played the Siphoner first. That is strictly worse. Except he drew another Siphoner. Okay, that makes more sense now. In which case, what I'm going to do is do this. And I'm going to play 2 Grimflayers. And I'm going to attack. Maybe I should have attacked first, but that's alright. I can play Never and Fatal Push next turn. Yeah, I'm going to bin both these lands. Let's keep them off resources. So next turn, I can, if he just plays that, cracks a clue, yeah, I'm good with this. So we know he has Tracker in hand, a Lumbering Falls, and a Botanical Sanctum. I'm pretty sure that was his hand. Okay, so he drew another Whiny Constrictor, that's fine. Sure. I'm okay with this. Yeah, so his Tracker, is this a Lumbering Falls? It's Tracker Botanical Sanctum. That's what he's got. Sure. Up there. And then I think I attack with everything. Threaten lethal, he's got to block something. And this trade is just too good. Yep. Okay, so what do we want to see here? I don't need any of these. Ooh, Verder's Hurehawk. I would need a land for that, so it's not really a huge deal. He's going to play Tracker next turn, and then we have Never Return for it. I don't think it really matters. I don't think there's any way he's going to win this. So I don't really know what we're looking for. I don't really want any of these either. Yeah, that's fine. It was weird. I saw 9 cards. I didn't really want any of them. Like I said, I don't think this matters. Part of me wants to just fire. Yeah, you know what? This seems way better. I'm just going to kill this now so he can't draw a card. I ultimate next turn. If he wants to stop Lily from ultimating, he's got to activate Lumbering Falls. There's just I don't see any way he gets out of this. Not even like Marvel Ulmox wins him this game. All right. So Liliana was a house in that matchup. And I want to bring it back in. I want to bring another Liliana in. So he brought in Tireless. Okay, so I'm gonna cut all the Walking Ballistas all together and bring in a third Never Return. Is that right? Do I bring in a third Never Return, or do I go back? Or do I bring in a third Fatal Push? I like the Fatal Push because I saw the Whiny Constrictors. So let's go with the Fatal Push. This is very interesting. We're on the draw with no action. We do get a scry. See, the thing is, like, I look at this Dissenter's Deliverance like another draw. I guess I get to put an instant in the yard right away. I get to see a card officer. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. Might be wrong, but it's a very iffy hand. Our opponent's on the mall too, so I don't feel terrible about keeping this. Oh wow, that worked out well. So yeah, okay, all right. So I think the play here is I'm going to cycle the Sensor's Deliverance and then play Transgress next turn. And I clicked through that step. That's okay. That was an accident. It's okay. Maybe. Oh, wow. Okay. So what's our opponent's hand? What did he play this turn? He played the Marsh. So he's got a Swamp, a Forest, and one Unknown. I think I'm just going to play the Quagmire, play the Grimflare, and say go. I'd like to try to set up Delirium here in order to make this, to get this Traverse online. Oh wow, his draw step was bad. Okay. So I get a land instant in the yard. Nothing else, eh? I do think we cycle this to Sensor's Deliverance. Oh, we found another one, eh? I'm gonna crack this now. Thin our deck a little bit. We're gonna play Verdurous Gearhulk next turn. The question is, do I cycle this? Maybe try to find a Fatal Push. Yeah, I think I'm okay with cycling this. Alright. Sure. So his hand is in fact Forest Swamp. That is perfectly fine. So I'm gonna go 3 and 1. So now he can't favorably block either of my creatures. Alright, let's set up Delirium here. As much as I would like Liliana, I am going to put it in the yard along with both of these Transgresses. Because we know he's got 2 lands in hand. So now Delirium is online, which means we can traverse for whatever we want. Sure. It's fine. So he's got a Forest in hand. So if he activates Lumbering Falls, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can do this. I can traverse for another Gearhulk. It's probably what I'm going to do. I want to keep the pressure on here. I don't think he has very much, he doesn't have very much ground to stand on if I just keep hammering away. So I gotta go 3 and 1. Yep. So my 8 toughness evades his 7 power. Sure. He's dead on board next turn. There's the Forest. And he's got an Unknown in hand. Oh my god, he found the Marvel. Alright. I still think I have it. So he's got 5. He takes 8 trample. Yeah, I have it anyway. Um, just to be safe though, I should have played the other Hissing Quagmire. I'm gonna animate the Quagmire. I can just play Grimflare afterwards. Yep. Okay, awesome. Um, that was a very interesting deck by my opponent. I've seen Sultai Marvel before, but not with Constrictors or um, whatever the 2/1 menace is, Glintsleeve Siphoner. Um, Constrictor, it makes a little bit of sense. Like you get 1 extra energy every time you would get an energy. I'm wondering if they don't play Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot or something like that. But anyway, okay, so that brings us to 1-1. Kind of made up for a rocky start. I will see you guys in round 3.